All right, guys. I mean, the title says it all. We need to end this year strong. Am I right? I mean, 2021 obviously was just a major extension of 2020 where we all got beat up like a mofo. And 2021, we have 2 months left. And why not finish the year strong? It is November. It is sweater weather. Who is loving this? I know I particularly am. I don't like going out in the cold, but I do like wearing my comfy sweaters. And I've noticed a lot of things, especially on social media, a lot of phone calls I've had of people just feeling discouraged with the way that this year turned out to be. And I think there's a really powerful way to take back the power, take back the control, and really end this year strong. And I want to share my tips and strategies for you in this video. If you're new to the community, welcome, welcome, welcome. We have new, fun, hopefully inspiring videos every week. So be sure to tap that subscribe button and turn on the notifications bell so you can be notified every time there's a new video, get you motivated, get you energized, and get you pumped up for what's to come during the week. So we are in the last quarter of the year. You know, a lot of business owners, entrepreneurs like to talk about the year in terms of quarters. Every type of quarter, there is a sales goal at the end of each quarter. I know my brother and his company, they like to say there is no Q5, which means there is no fifth quarter, which means crush it out today. You don't get an extra day, an extra month, an extra year to think about your goals. It's time to work on them now. And someone once told me Beyonce has the same amount of days and same amount of hours in the day a year. And if she can accomplish everything she accomplishes, then you can too. And so much of it, I think, is really about taking responsibility for our own lives and our choices and our daily actions and habits, and really setting ourselves up for success. So if you haven't already noticed, this is gonna be a work session video. I highly suggest whip out your computer, whip out your notepad. You know, maybe you have a yearly planner, maybe you have your vision board. Bring out all those materials right now and let's get to work. So first off, if you are one of those people that is just being really hard on yourself right now, and you'll know if you're one of these people, and you're saying, this year just sucked. I mean, it just did. And I didn't get to the point where I wanted to. I didn't accomplish what I wanted to. I actually might have felt like I regressed in my goals. Well, I'm here to tell you, let's just pump the brakes just a minute. Take out your notepad, and I want you to first go over your list of goals this year and look at the list in which you've prioritized them. So we're going to reprioritize our goals. So I'm going to be using some of my life as an example just for you, not to compare, but to just get an assessment. For me, my goals this year, my main goals were my work, starting my new job, my Voice Masters company and being dedicated to that, and then relationship if I were to get one, something like that. And then, to be honest with you, at the very bottom, and I didn't even realize this until, again, doing this reassessment, was more health, and I had specific goals in that, and my commitment to my faith. So first off, I want you to start writing down, what did you accomplish this year? And really acknowledge things that might seem like a small thing. Maybe you crushed out working, maybe it was your same job, but you were able to adapt to a remote sort of workspace. Maybe you did make more money this year. Maybe you had a baby this year. Maybe you got married. Maybe you fell in love. Maybe you really committed to your meditation every day. Start writing down everything that really filled you up this year that you felt like, wow, this was huge. Maybe you moved. Maybe you overcame a negative experience and you came out on the better end of that. Those are all things we don't really acknowledge because it's really hard to put a finite number to an experience like that. But those are massive life changes, and just getting through things like that really make you a stronger person and make you just more adaptable and more malleable in the future to be able to tackle any situation and any challenge. So, 2020 was was a crazy year. So was 2019 for me. I had a lot of changes, a lot of adaptations, but without all the hardships, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I have each year actually acknowledged those hardships and thanked God and acknowledged, wow, I came out a better person because of that. So right now, an empowering tool is starting to acknowledge, what did you accomplish this year? Maybe you got through a major challenge. Write that down. And I want you to give yourself a pat on the back right now because you did that. So now that we're done cheering ourselves on, it's time to really refocus and get to work. If you haven't already noticed, I am not someone who believes in waiting until the new year to set up your goals. I think you should be setting up your yearly goals, your quarterly goals, and your monthly goals. And I will get more into that in other videos. And actually, if you want a massive breakdown of how to do that and really feel motivated and invigorated, we have what's called a kick butt completion, creation, and renewal seminar for our Voice Masters company. And that's not just for voice actors, it's for anyone in the world who just wants to have a really good evaluation of how they did this year and really kick off their next year with a focused plan that they feel empowered, and more importantly, they have those action steps and accountability in place to really crush out those goals. If you're interested, I'm gonna go ahead and place the link below. It's really affordable. It's a full half-day seminar mid-December, so definitely be sure to check that out. You can also shoot me a message if you have any questions on that as well. Now it's time to look back at our priority list, and we're going to acknowledge what is at the top of my priority list and what am I actually spending the most time on. So if your health, you're saying, oh, this is my main focus. I want to lose 20 pounds, and maybe you gained 15 this year. Was your health really at your top priority? Because it probably wasn't, of no fault of your own. Maybe other things got in the way. But now it's time to really restructure that list and put that back at the top of your priority list. And what we're going to start doing is really acknowledging our priorities and what order they need to be in, because that is going to determine where we allot our time the most and where our attention is going to go to. So I want you to think right now, what is your most important priority that you really want to focus on in the last quarter of the year? We have 2 full months, November, December. What is it? Is it really crushing out your work, coming early every day, giving it all you've got? Maybe it's, I really want to get in better shape. Maybe it's, I really want to fall in love. All these are great goals, but they are a little bit too broad. So we want to break that down even more and make these things much more attainable. And the way to feel empowered when doing this, that a lot of people don't acknowledge in setting up their New Year's resolutions, is they don't focus on what they can control. So, I worked in the entertainment industry for many, many years, and a big thing that I would say that a lot of people would say is, oh, I just want to be a series regular on a TV show. I'm going to book a series regular this year. But that's not something you can control. So what's something you can control? Well, I'm going to pitch myself for 20 auditions each week. I'm going to pitch myself for 100 different sales each day in order to reach my financial goal. I want you to take your number one priority right now. The thing that if you accomplish this last quarter of the year, this would just make your world on fire. You would just be living on cloud 9. And then we're gonna break that down into just one obtainable action step to focus on. So what is your biggest priority for November, December? And I want you to be honest with yourself, because this is where your attention needs to go. Because once you focus on this priority and this action step, the rest of your life is going to end up following it. You create one strong, healthy habit, and the rest of your body's like, wow, that habit feels so good. I need to keep doing things like this. So let's take health, for example. For me, again, I put health at probably number 4, number 5 priority. And I really wish I put it at the top, but at the time, I just didn't. So again, I'm not being hard on myself. I acknowledge all my wins this year. I'm so proud and so thankful. And this is something I'm not gonna be hard on myself for. I'm just refocusing my attention on. And these past few weeks, I focused on one action step that I could take towards my health and setting myself up for success and really feeling good about myself. Because anytime you focus on just one action step and you start continuing it and doing it consistently every single day, you feel empowered. Now you're someone who gets this done. Now you're someone people turn to and ask for advice. We're not gonna go from 0 to 100 in a day. It's just not gonna work. It's not gonna last. But what is one empowering action step that you can do daily and consistently that you can keep up? For me, personally, I knew meal prepping would be a very positive, very invigorating thing for me. It would also really fit into my schedule and really set me up for success. So I knew, okay, this is what I'm gonna be eating each day. It's already planned out, it's already made. I already know I like this type of food. And then I don't go spend money on lattes or, whatever it is. I'm setting myself up for so much more success. Okay, so once you focus on that one action step that is gonna be the thing that you focus on this year, I want you to figure out what is the best time that I can do this consistently on a daily or weekly basis, whatever that is. So for me, meal prepping, I knew Sundays. I usually leave on the weekends, I travel and all those things, but I know Sundays, if I'm home by at least 5 p.m., I have time to go to the grocery store and do my cooking and meal prep. And that is a very consistent time that I can do each week, no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, no matter what I did throughout the week, and that really sets me up for success. So maybe your goal is, I want to work out for 20 minutes every day. Okay, well, what time are you gonna do that? Okay, so maybe it is right after work. Okay, so right after work, you're gonna put it in your calendar, you're gonna put it in your phone. I'm going to go to the gym for 20 minutes. Okay, what else do you have to set up for it? Break down all the different items that you need in order to accomplish that goal. So you need your clothes, you need your water bottle, you need your shoes, you need your music. All those things, set that up ahead of time. You want to make accomplishing your goal the easiest thing. It'd almost be harder to not accomplish your goal by setting it up this way than to just do it. And doing it will obviously make you feel so much better. So allot a timestamp to your goal that you can do daily or weekly, and then set yourself up for success with all the little things that you need to do within that goal to really get it done. Lastly, you want to find an accountability buddy that you can set up a calendar for to meet with at least every month to go over your goals. Now, this needs to be someone that is not just your best friend or boyfriend or whatever. It needs to be someone who really is committed to their goals, to empowerment, to sticking to a schedule. For me, that's my best friend, Lauren. Absolutely adore her. We do this every year. I would highly suggest putting it in your calendar that at the end of each month, you're going to reassess your progress on how you did for that particular goal. Now, these meetings do not have to be in person. They could be via Zoom. We've all learned that this crazy virtual world has really made a lot of things possible. So don't give yourself an excuse not to get this done. You need an accountability buddy. If you don't have accountability, you're not gonna go far. And if you don't have an accountability buddy, or you feel like, the people in my life, they're really nice and they're very encouraging, but they're not gonna keep me accountable, then I would suggest truly and honestly investing in yourself and hiring a coach. Maybe it's a life coach, maybe it's a finance coach, maybe it's a personal trainer, whoever it is that can really keep you accountable. The amount of money that you're gonna spend for something like this is so minuscule to the amount of goals and accomplishments that you can do in that amount of time, that a year from now, you'd be like, oh my God, I didn't get anything done. Well, if you just hired that trainer or if you just hired that coach, you would have gotten it done and created that habit within a few months. That is just well worth the investment. Poor people think, how can I keep this money and save it and not give it away? And rich people think, how can I take this money and make more money out of it? Investing in yourself is the best thing that you can do for your life and career. Lastly, I want you to focus on action over analyze. It is so easy to continually overanalyze our decision, really big picture everything, and feel like we're a failure, feel like, oh man, these past few years I haven't gotten anything done, or this time in my life, everyone else is succeeding and I'm not succeeding. I need you to let that go. And if you do exactly this, which is just focusing on that one task, on that one get to do that you're going to do consistently, your life will start to change. And you're going to start to see yourself in a different way. You're going to start to see yourself as someone who changes their lives, as someone who sticks to a schedule, who gets things done, someone who people come to for advice. Your life will dramatically change. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to stop overanalyzing because you're so focused on action that you actually don't have time to analyze. Focus on this, and I promise you, your mind, your heart, your soul will start to feel lighter. It'll start to feel better, and your year will dramatically shift. Let's not wait until 2022 to make the change. You know why? Because 2022 is going to come and you're not going to make that change anyway. You need to start today, and you need to start at one by one, little steps every single day. In the comments below, I want you to tell me, what is that one action step? What is your meal prep step that you are going to do and commit to? And let me know in the comments below. I am so excited because I'm going to be creating more of these types of videos. I have been life coaching, career coaching for so many years now, and I've been told by so many people I want to see more of these videos on your channel. So I promise more of this type of content is coming because I had the privilege of working with, being mentored by so many amazing people throughout my life. And I'm so excited to just be able to continue to empower you and inspire you and give you these tools and strategies that have really helped change my life and alleviate so much anxiety, so much pressure, and really help propel me to that next level. And more importantly, just have just that sense of peace and just utter joy that really keeps me going each day, even on those hard days when you're like, I just can't. So if you haven't already, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications button, and stay tuned because coming up, I will also be doing a vision board night. And this is not going to be your typical vision board night. This is actually going to set you up for major success, and it's going to be fun, and maybe we'll even drink some wine. All right, guys, as always, thanks so much for tuning in. Go crush out your week. You got this. I'm sending you so much love. Let's do it.